enhancing my vocabulary has gotten me a lot more opportunities that I wouldn't have gotten if I just didn't care about my communication and the way I talk, right? See, I'm not from a Western country. I'm not from America or Canada. I'm not from here. I just came here. I'm an immigrant. So when I talk like this, people don't believe me when I tell them I'm an immigrant, right? You wouldn't believe me if I told you that I came here a year ago. And 18 years of my life, I have never been to a different country. I have never spoke English this way. I've always known English from school and stuff like that. But from where I'm from, we never spoke English in this way, right? It's always different. We had an accent, stuff like that. So when people ask me like, "Oh yeah, like your English is so good," that's the number one compliment I've gotten in my life. Your English is so good. How do you talk like that? I don't believe that you're from here. I don't believe that I don't believe that you're an immigrant. I don't believe that you just came here a year ago. And I'm not saying that my vocabulary is the best in the world or anything, but to me, I know what I had to do to just build it up and get it to where it is at this point, right? So it's kind of like I did it unconsciously, but at the same time, I knew what I wanted to do, right? I tried talking like this ever since I was a kid, like really little. And it was kind of like I was more influenced by YouTube and the YouTubers that I used to watch. Ever since I was younger, I used to watch like just Hollywood movies, a lot of Hollywood movies, and a lot of YouTubers, old Minecraft videos, and I tried to be a YouTuber like a lot of times. Like I've had like at least 18 YouTube channels. I've said the same stuff in all of my YouTube channels. So I've tried making a lot of YouTube videos, and I remember like watching my old YouTube video, one of my old YouTube videos, like back in like what when I was like 12, 10 years old, and I can hear my voice is so high pitched. It's completely different from what it is right now, and I can see I'm still trying. My English is not that good, but I can still see like damn, like I still used to speak like that, you know. So it just didn't come overnight. It just didn't came out of nowhere, right? I was talking like that, not in real life. I never applied it in real life because of where I'm from. I can't really. No one really speaks like that. So if I talk like this, people are gonna look at me weird. So I never really talked like I never really made it like practiced it. I mean, in real life, except when I was making YouTube videos. And then fast forward last year, I had a YouTube channel and I was uploading like kind of consistently, you could say. And then my videos were just it wasn't okay, it wasn't blowing up, but like it got a few thousand views, and people were asking me like every time I used to share the videos to like my online friends and stuff, people used to ask me like, "Damn, bro, like how do you like where are you from? Like, you never really like are you from a different country, or like are you living in a certain place, or what's going on here? Your English is too good." I tell people that oh, I just grew up watching a lot of movies. I grew up watching. I'm just on the internet too much, and which is true. But the funniest thing is that I get hate from my own people more than anyone else. I get hate for talking like this because like if I talk like a normal Indian person with an accent, right? Just like every other people. And I'm not clowning anyone who has an accent, by the way, so just putting that out there. It's just the fact that I believe that I can get more opportunities, be way ahead, and just overall express myself better and communicate better if I talk like this, especially when I'm in a Western country where people generally talk like this. And I don't see fault in that. I don't think I'm not trying to be someone I'm not, or like fake an accent, or it's not about that. It's not about me trying to fit in with the white. This is the biggest thing I've gotten is, oh, you're trying to fit in with the white people. And like it's crazy because either way you're gonna get like flamed. You're gonna get flamed. If you have an accent, they're gonna make fun of your accent. If you don't have an accent, they're gonna say, "Oh, you're trying to be someone you're not. You're trying to talk like this person. You're trying to talk like that." Do whatever the fuck you want, bro. That's the main point is that, right? Do whatever the hell you want. People are gonna talk either way. I talk like this, and I've gotten a lot of opportunities just because of the fact that when I tell them, "Oh, English is not my first language," they are impressed. People are impressed. I'm impressed by myself too, but people are actually impressed when I say, "Oh, English is not my first language." I've only been here for like a year and a half, or not even half, a little over a year ago. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. Enhance and expand your vocabulary. If you already talk this, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying that if you don't have an accent and you talk just fine, expand your vocabulary, improve it, right? Just add new words to it. Try to talk more professionally when you're in a professional setting. I'm not saying that, oh, just talk with professional terms when you're with your homies, or no, none of that, right? I'm saying know your place, know how to talk, know where and when and how, know all that stuff, right? Know your surroundings, and if you can switch it up, just I believe I can do that. If you can switch it up according to the situation, that's perfect, right? You can't be using slang words if you're at a corporate event or doing a school presentation. You can't be using corporate language or professional language when you're talking to your friends or family, whatever, right? So it's all about the place and the time and the situation. And if you can master that, I guarantee you will feel better overall as a person. You get more opportunities. People are going to respect you more. I've gotten so much more respect. And as bad as it sounds, that's the reality. That's the reality. Do I still consider myself an immigrant? Of course, I tell everyone I'm an immigrant. I don't hide the fact that I'm not an immigrant. I don't hide the fact that I'm an immigrant. I always tell them. They just don't believe me, right? It's because I talk like this. Do I have an advantage from all the other immigrants? 100%. 100%. And I'm not telling some, and if you're an immigrant, or if you're someone who doesn't speak English that well, don't fake it. Don't fake it. I don't care if you think that I'm faking it. I don't care, but don't fake it. It's so obvious. When someone tries to actually fake it, it sounds horrible. Like, I would rather understand you with your accent than you trying to sound, or you trying to fake the accent. You know what I mean? Like, that's another thing that I've noticed a lot of people do, right? A lot of people do. I've had people try to fake the accent when they're talking to me, just me, because I talk like this. People switch up when I'm talking to them. When they look at me, they think, okay, yeah, he probably from the same place I am. So, but when I talk to them, it's like, oh, okay. So it's kind of like I've had the experience. I can see through people. That's what I'm trying to say. I can see through people. I can see when they're trying to do something. I'm more observant when I'm trying to, like, and I'm not like, I talk like this every single day, right? And expanding my vocabulary has gotten me jobs in and out of like situations, and just compliments, and overall, like, it's only gonna get you better. I'm still working on my English. I'm not perfect. I don't have the perfect vocabulary. I don't have the perfect communication skills. I'm still working on it. This is just one of the, well, I don't see anyone talking about this, right? I don't see a lot of people just like putting that out there. Oh yeah, you should, improve your communication skills. This is one of the things that I learned in college, right? And this is probably one of the most important things I learned in college. There's a lot of other bullshit I learned in college, but this is one of the important things. Communication is really effective, really, and it's not just when like what's your career or with your life in general, even with girls or whatever you're trying to do. If you know how to talk, I'm telling you, you're gonna be better than most people. I'm not gonna say a percentage, but most people. That's just how it is. Like, it has nothing to do with where you're from. It has nothing to do with, oh, if English is not your first language or not. It does not matter. It does not matter. If you want to improve it, I'd suggest you to just start making videos or just start talking to yourself. Or even if you don't want to do YouTube, you can just record yourself talking, practice a lot more and start watching other people. I'm not going to tell someone to just sit and watch YouTube and you will watch other people talk, because that's just mindlessly consuming. I've done all that. I've done all that throughout my teenage years. Like, I've consumed enough, so that's the reason I caught on to that. Plus, my environment and the people around me talk like this, so I kind of catch on to that too. So like, that has a big part in the way I speak. So if you're someone and you're in a country or you're somewhere where they don't speak English at all, even if they do, it's kind of broken and you don't really hear a lot of people talk in an accent, without an accent, like, it's gonna be a little hard for you, right? And if you're a young man, then obviously you have a lot of time. You can still I would just suggest you to just like watch from the content. I'm not telling you to watch more or consume more. I'm just saying that from the content or the stuff that you consume, just switch it out to English. And this goes to any language. I'm trying to learn French right now, and I'm trying to switch my content to a lot more French content so that I can understand. Like, once you watch it to a point, you start understanding the words. You start picking up on the meanings of words and where they're used and stuff. So once you make that a part of your life, I guarantee you your vocabulary is going to improve, your communication is going to improve, everything is going to improve. If you start watching a lot more podcasts, or let's say you watch a podcast in your language, switch it out to English, or switch it out to whatever language you're trying to talk to. Trying to speak. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just thought about it just right now, and the biggest, most important, the biggest compliment I've gotten is for my English, and I just wanted to share that. So I might make a couple more videos on this, but this is just a quick little thing that I wanted to do. So yeah, love.